currently is an officer of Long Beach PD. He is one of the plaintiffs in this case. He has a statement that he would like to provide.
Hi. As Dr. Tate said, my name is Commander Clint Grimes. I served in the Navy 25 years, both active and reserve. My most recent deployment to the Middle East was with Naval Coastal Warfare Squadron 34 in 06 and 07. Though I was adopted as an infant, I have a long-form birth certificate. My parents presented that birth certificate to enroll me in school, to get me into Little League. I presented it to be inducted into the Navy. I presented it to join the Long Beach Police Department. It was scrutinized to get both my secret and top secret clearances. I've presented it to get my passport. I don't have the least bit of trouble showing anybody my birth certificate when asked. None of my grade school, high school, college, or graduate school records have ever been sealed. I have no problem with anyone scrutinizing any of those records. In the civilian world, I'm a patrol officer or patrol sergeant in the city of Long Beach, and needless to say, I've sworn the oath to defend the Constitution twice. I'll keep that oath till the day I die. I've spent 10 to 15 years of my law enforcement career studying human behavior as a member of a mental evaluation team. It's very difficult for me to turn these skills off. I'm always sizing people up at how they behave. In the law enforcement world, when somebody objects to being searched, it's for one of two reasons. The first reason is that they're guilty of what you suspect them of. And the second reason is they're guilty of something else, and they don't want you to find it. So the questions that follow are these. What are they hiding? Why are they hiding it? And what extent are they going to hide it? And the third question is the indicator of how much they have to lose if you find it. When I heard of this issue involving Barrack Obama withholding his long-form birth certificate, among others documents, my intuition spiked and the question started coming. Why would Barack Obama put a laser print style certificate of live birth on his website when everybody knows that anybody born in the 60s or 70s has a typewritten birth certificate on a pre-printed form? That style birth certificate that he put on his website hadn't even been invented yet. Laser printing hadn't been invented. Why would he seal his Columbia papers and his Harvard law papers? Did he write something that a large amount of Americans would object to? Why are his Occidental college records sealed? Was he registered as a foreign student? What could he be hiding there? Why can't we see his passport records? How could he have traveled to Pakistan in the 80s by his own admission when passports were restricted? And if so, did he travel on a British passport or an Indonesian passport? And then another question that follows after that is, don't you have to be a citizen of one of those countries to hold one of those passports? War, as all veterans know, is a serious business. The job of a member of the armed forces is omnibus. All members of the U.S. military, active, reserve, retired, and National Guard, all those who are eligible to be activated, deployed, or recalled, deserve to know that the person who is sending them into harm's way is eligible to be Commander-in-Chief and therefore can give a lawful order. Following an unlawful order makes us subject to the UCMJ and may even invalidate the protections of the Geneva Convention if captured in battle. Beyond that, all Americans deserve to know the truth. So this is my final question to everyone listening, and I want you to ask this and answer it for yourself. This is a very simple question, very simple question. The question is this. Suppose you were applying for a government job, and I was your potential employer, and I asked you for a copy of your long-form birth certificate. Would you spend $10 and show it to me, or would you spend $1 million and hide it from me? That's all I have.
All right, thank you very much. Who's your next? Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the midnight ride of Paul Revere on the 18th of April in '75. Hardly a man is now alive. You still picking that up? But Orly TAITZ was here to save the day.
Okay, Mr. Smith is going to read the declaration. It was filed this week in court several days ago. Here he is.
Yeah. No, I can't even.
You can swear him in if you want to.
No, it's already there.
Mr. Lucas Smith?
Yes.
And you just went to Kenya?
No. Just let him read the declaration.
All right, good. Read your declaration.
Okay. My name is Lucas Daniel Smith. I'm over 18 years old. I'm of sound mind and free of any mental disease or psychological impairment of any kind or condition. I am a citizen of the United States of America. I'm 29 years old, and I was born in the state of Iowa. I have personal knowledge of all the facts and circumstances described herein below and will testify in open court to all of the same. On February 19th, 2009, I visited the Coast Province General Hospital in Mombasa, Kenya. I visited the hospital accompanied by more than one person, by one more person, a natural-born citizen of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, formerly known as Zaire, and before independence known as the Belgian Congo. I had to pay cash consideration to two different Kenyan military officers, as well as an administrator at the Coast Province General Hospital in Mombasa, Kenya. And this was to obtain the copy of the birth certificate of Barrack Hussein Obama. The copy was signed by the hospital administrator. The copy contains an embossed seal. The true and correct photocopy of the birth certificate obtained is attached to my affidavit, which is filed in the court here. I solemnly swear under penalty of perjury that all of the facts stated and circumstances described above are true and correct statements. I have not received any compensation for making this affidavit. Signed, Lucas Daniel Smith. Thank you.
Does he have a copy of that?
Yes, it was filed.
Does he have a copy to show the camera here?
Yes, and it was filed with court. It's in court record.
Orally.
So this is the original. Hold it up right about here. And this is what the people there affirmed, that this was his original Kenyan birth certificate.
Yes. And as you can see, it's
Got it?
stamped by the chief administrator from Coast Province General Hospital. There's the embossed seal from the hospital. I'm not sure if you can get that close. There's the name of the attending doctor.
What name did he give here at birth?
Well, there's the name of the attending doctor there as well.
James O.W. Ngawa, attending doctor. So we got that? Well, for those you can't read it, it says Mombasa, British Protectorate of Kenya, from the Coastal Provincial General Hospital. Certificate of birth, certificate number 32018, Barrack Hussein Obama II, sex male, full name of mother Stanley Ann Obama, Durham, surname, date of birth 11/29/1942, full name of father Barrack Hussein Obama, date of birth 1936. On the 4th day of August in 1971 at 1961 at 7:24 p.m. 7:24 p.m. 7 pounds 1 ounce, 18 inches in length, 6 inches width between shoulders. It gives a residence of mother's Honolulu, Hawaii, United States, and birthplace of mother is Wichita, Kansas, United States. Birthplace of father, Kayaktiang Village, Nyanza, Nenzia, I guess. Occupation of the father was student, occupation of mother was student, and the attending doctor's name was James O.W. Awa. And the signature of the attending doctor is affixed and dated as of August 5th, 1961. John Kwame Odinga, supervising of obstetrics, and followed by a signature, and there is an embossed seal right below the signature here. So that's the Kenyan birth certificate of Barrack Hussein Obama, who would then apparently be the usurper president of the United States, holding office in the White House right now. Thank you very much, Mr. Smith, for bringing that forward.
You're welcome.
Do we have someone else?
We have here Mr. Mark Harris.